Welcome to our very first episode of Nature is Now, because a very important part of keeping nature lit is doing our part in the fight to keep nature accessible to everybody and protecting the most vulnerable of our communities. And today's episode isn't about something that's very far away. It's actually about something that's happening right here in our community in Dallas, Texas. So I grew up right down the street from Sand Branch, Texas. And guess what? We were never taught about Sand Branch, Texas. Not in environmental science classes when I was in elementary, high school, or even college. We did units on water and water conservation. Sand Branch was never brought up. I've been to a lot of conventions and a lot of environmental talks about conservation in the city of Dallas. Sand Branch has never been brought into those conversations. And this community has been fighting for clean, safe water for decades. Sand Branch is a historically Black, unincorporated community in Dallas County that did not have access to municipal water or sewer services for generations. People hauled water to cook, clean, bathe, and flush toilets, not because of nature or the environment, but because of policy, neglect, and environmental injustices. These are people that grew up there, they raised their families there, they're still required to pay taxes there, but they're actually fighting for the basic necessities of life, for simple access. Environmental justice isn't just about land, it's about who gets access to resources and who gets left out. And the fact that I grew up so close to Sand Branch and never heard about it until adulthood just goes to prove how silence is such a huge part of the problem. So, Nature is Now is a call to action where we don't just learn about nature, we do everything to protect nature and the most vulnerable of the communities. And this is what we can do as a community to help Sand Branch and get their story out there. You can first go check out this individual's page where they already have a campaign going. You can also donate, and you can also call elected officials and demand that they take action now. You can actually catch me on YouTube for a longer segment on this story because nature is now because the planet cannot wait. Let's do our part, y'all.